on Wheels. We want to thank you so much for your interest in volunteering with us. We rely on our volunteers for everything. There's no way our paid staff could handle all of the work that we do over the 1,800 square miles of Spokane County every single day. So thank you so much for your interest in us. And right now I'm going to run you through just some important things you need to know about being a volunteer at Meals on Wheels. Meals on Wheels here in Greater Spokane County was started in 1975, but it actually started in Europe after World War II. English moms would go around with their baby buggies and deliver food to their elderly neighbors after the bombing. Then it came to Philadelphia in 1954, and then it arrived here in the Spokane Valley in 1975. It was a group of kids that wanted to do something for their neighbors during the summer, so they made sandwiches for their elderly neighbors. After the summer was over, the parents of these kids thought this was such an incredible idea and saw so many people who needed help that they decided to continue. After 4 years, they actually incorporated it into a 501(c), and that's how the Greater Spokane County Meals on Wheels was born. So there's a couple really important things you've got to do. So the first thing is this application process. So you can go online at gscmealsonwheels.org and go to Get Involved. And there you're going to see this application. There's an application and confidentiality agreement. Fill it out and send it back to us at info@gscmealsonwheels.org. That's info@gscmealsonwheels.org. Once you've filled it out, what we're going to do is we're going to run a background check. It doesn't take very long to do, but we'll run the background check, and then we're going to contact you, and you're going to see the video, this video, and then after you're done watching this video, what's going to happen is we're going to contact you about doing a ride-along. In this day and age of COVID, what we're actually going to do is have you ride behind the volunteer in your own car and go on a ride-along with them. And then you're going to find out all the little intricacies of being a volunteer at Meals on Wheels. So we have a lot of different ways you can volunteer. One of them is in our kitchen. You can volunteer in an event, or you can volunteer here in our office. But most people choose driving. So as a driver, here's what you're going to get, is every morning when you come in, or whenever you want, you're going to have this route sheet. On this route sheet, it talks about the different people that you're going to deliver to and what it is you're going to take to them. So you may have a bag of hot, cold, and then you might have juices and milks that you're going to deliver to them too. You might even have frozens. So we actually give meals for 7 days a week, but we're only here delivering Monday through Friday. So 2 of those meals are frozen for Saturday and Sunday. So when you come in, you're going to check your sheet. It's going to tell you who you're delivering to. It'll have your route number on it. It'll have specific information about the person, how you're going to turn left or right from one location to the other. The average route is about 10. You may get a little bit more, you may have a few less, but the average route is about 10, and each one of the things you need is listed right here on the sheet, including information on, let's say the person is slightly deaf, so you're going to need to ring the doorbell. Whatever it is we think is viable for you is going to be here on the sheet listed for you. Now, there's not one pickup location for Meals on Wheels. Because we're so large, we have 7. So when you agree to do it, if you want to do up north or down south, or maybe you want to do the heart of downtown, each one of those has a different pickup location, and you'll be instructed by the program manager of where you're going to go and what your route's going to be. You get to choose that route. You also get to choose how often you want to be delivering meals for us. We've talked about how easy it is to become a driver here or any of the other positions we have, but we want to talk a little bit about expectations. So here at Meals on Wheels, we have certain expectations of our drivers, and there's certain things you can expect from us. So first of all, we ask you to always be professional. You're going to really grow to love the people that you're serving, but we want to make sure that you always remember that you're serving them. So some of our people may have a slight amount of dementia, and you may not really see it while you're first starting with them, but things like, let's say your daughter's selling Girl Scout cookies, or if you've got a raffle ticket for something at your church, please do not ever ask them to purchase anything from you. We want to make sure to protect our seniors as much as possible, and also to protect you. So maybe a senior might say, here's my grandmother's ring, you've been so kind to me. No matter how large, no matter how small the gift is, you cannot accept it. So that's one of our expectations. Also, Meals on Wheels is connected through the federal government. So we have a $2 million budget, but less than half of it comes from the federal government through ALQ. But that still makes us have a certain requirements and standards that we really need to uphold. Things like keeping the hots hot or the colds colds, but it's also a matter of filling out the paperwork and making sure that everything is properly done. So we have connections to the Veteran Services or ALQ or a hospital or the care manager's system. So that all comes through our ALQ contract. So let's say one of the people you deliver to needs some help and they're a veteran. So you're going to call us and we're going to connect them with a veteran service. Let's say that they need a ride to the doctor. Don't offer to drive them to the doctor. Tell us. That's another thing, is no matter what happens on your route, please call us. Let's say they have a dog and that dog looks a little vicious, you're a little frightened, you're a little worried. Go back in your car and call us. We'll call the client and tell them to handle the dog. Let's say you get in there and there's something going on with the neighbor and the neighbor is becoming aggressive. Call us and we'll deal with it. Let's say the person is a little disoriented or maybe their meals are stacking up in their refrigerator. Please let us know. We're here to help them and allow them to stay in their home. And in order to maintain that independence, you're our eyes and ears. So please tell us whatever you think is happening. The other thing that we want to be sure about, too, is mandatory reporting. A lot of people feel really uncomfortable about this, but don't. You're going to come and tell us, let's say a nephew has moved in and this is not, there's just something that is raising the hackles on your back of your neck. Please let us know. We will deal with it. We will make sure that the best is done for them. You're not going to get anybody in trouble, but we need to know in order to help these people. Also, we're HIPAA regulated. So what that means, maybe Janie's not on your route today, and you'll say, where's Janie? And we'll have to say, I can't tell you that. It has nothing to do with trusting you. It has to do with the fact that the federal regulations do not allow us to discuss the health concerns of the clients. So we'll let you know what we can when we can, but there's no offense, we just can't tell you due to the HIPAA regulations. And last but not least, if you feel sick, if you don't think you can make it, please, please, please call us, and call us as early as you possibly can. We don't have a choice in the matter of eating every day. It's something all of us need to do. So we can't let a senior go hungry. So if you're not there to deliver the meal, we need to find someone else who is. So this is all the information that we have right now. We do have some special COVID delivery instructions too about social distancing. But you'll get all this when you come in and do your ride along. So if you have any other questions, we do have information on our website, or you can give one of us a call. And we want to thank you again for becoming a GSC Meals on Wheels family member. We're so glad to have you with us. And any questions you have, you call anytime. Thank you.